roast my idea. Gladly. I'm building Save Squad, which is a temporary name, an app designed to make saving fun and social by encouraging users to save money with friends, family, or colleagues through savings goals, group challenges, and friendly competition. It offers users the ability to save individually or pool funds together for group goals while also tracking and rewarding their progress on group leaderboards. Ooh, that's kind of interesting.
So, right off the bat, I like the idea.
Right.
Because anytime you get third-party encouragement or get to see what other people are doing, a lot of times that encourages you, like fitness apps.
I was just going to say, same thing with fitness. Yeah, fitness.
100%.
So Edge Fitness, which is right behind us here, they do, I think they do it once a year. They do like a weight loss goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not weight loss. It's a fitness challenge, and I think it has to do with BMI, and they get competitors. They'll have like 40, 50, 60 people that compete in this thing, and it's a challenge between all the competitors who can lose the most body fat, et cetera, et cetera. And the reason why it works is because you have other people that are helping you along, encouraging you, et cetera. And this could be the same kind of thing.
Correct. Like years ago, I did Weight Watchers by myself and did horribly. Then like 8 of us got together and started doing it as a group. And every week, Thursday morning, you were supposed to, put in your numbers, whatever. And the encouragement we were giving each other, like nobody, if you would go up, nobody would knock you. But whenever you had a positive result, people would like root for you, right? It made a huge difference. My wife on a random Saturday will go, damn it. And I'm like, what? And she's like, my friend just took a 6-mile hike this morning because it reported on her app. And I'm like, so what? She's like, I'm going to go on the treadmill. I'm like, okay, good for you.
Yeah, she's encouraged by it.
So my only concern is like the legal aspect of grouping money together, if that's what he's talking about.
I don't know if
money.
So is the app actually taking the money and saving it, or is the person just saying, I put this much money aside, like I opened up a bank account and put this much money aside? If it's just a ledger, there's no legalities.
Correct. But if you're pooling funds,
if you're actually taking the money, now you're a bank, and that's a very different story.
Well, PayPal isn't a bank.
They have to follow some kind. I'm sure there's some kind of bank regulations they have to follow.
There's something called like a forwarding service, or where you're not a bank, you're actually an intermediary. So you're holding funds, so you can't actually.
So Venmo is kind of the same thing.
Correct. Okay. You can't spend the money. You're literally just middlemaning.
I've never looked that up before. I actually need. That's something I've always been curious about. I want to look that one up.
Yeah. So they don't operate as a bank in the fact that they hold and relend the money, or.
Well, I know they don't lend it, right? Correct. I know they don't lend it. I thought anyone that held money had to be.
Now PayPal does, but I think
it doesn't really. Well, it's through credit cards.
No, they have PayPal small business loans. They have PayPal loans.
Get out of here.
But I think that's all funded through a bank. So once again, they're just an intermediary. Okay. They're not the ones actually providing the money or provide. It's weird. I got to look up the details on it.
Yes, so do I.
But back in the day when PayPal started, they were literally like a payment gateway, right? Like they never took the money per se. They just managed pointing it from
take
point
it from
A
here,
to
put it over here.
Correct.
Right. I really thought that any company or anyone or any entity that held money on behalf of somebody else, there had to be some type of banking regulation associated with that. I could be wrong. I never actually looked it up. I always wanted to.
Yeah, because a lot of these aren't considered banks, right? Like Venmo is not FDIC insured or any of that stuff.
It's not a bank, but I still think there's some type of banking regulation.
Probably.
There's got to be like some subchapter in the banking code for someone for an entity that holds somebody else's money, because you're holding it in trust. Right?
Correct.
It has to be in trust. It has to be regulated. There's no question about it. I just don't know how it's regulated.
Right. I don't know either.
I need to look that up. So again, for this app, if you're talking about taking the money, which again might not be a bad idea, because hey, person A, person B, and person C all say, put in $10. Yeah. Now the money's in the center. Because the problem is if person A and person B actually save $10 and person C just says they saved $10,
correct,
right, without actually doing something, that could be.
But it's kind of cool. Like let's say 4 friends have a goal of we want to go to a resort, right? And if we book for all 8 of us, it's going to be cheaper than if we book individually.
Right. Of course.
So everybody can set a goal.
It's a vacation fund.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm going to put $500 in over the next year. Everybody has to put in $500. It doesn't matter if you put it in on day 1 or on the last day.
Or overtime.
Yep.
A little here, a little there.
But yeah, I think stuff like this is always a good idea.
Yeah. And I like the idea of socializing and making it.
Anything that encourages people to save money.
Yeah.
Like it's
Right.
not a bad idea.
Right. Whereas most apps encourage you to spend money.
Correct.
So no, this is a cool idea. So I would say, as we've said already a couple times here, if you're keeping the money for the people, right? You're putting it into an account for them. Then there's got to be some regulations, whether it's banking or something else. There's something out there. I'm not sure what it is, but you can find out pretty quickly.
I think you're going to fall under the same categories like the
Venmo or PayPal. Oh, you absolutely will. Whatever they're doing, you're going to have to do as well.
Correct.
If you're just a ledger and people are telling you that they put money aside, then there's really there's no harm, no foul. There's nothing to worry about there, as far as from a legal standpoint.
Now it's just a matter of, as a group, you said you did it.
Right.
You can't actually prove
now you got
did
to hold
it.
each other accountable for actually holding. Because it'd be funny, the 8th or 9th month comes and it's time to pay for the resort or whatever, and the guy's like, I don't actually have the money in there.
I put it in my savings account, but I didn't log the times I had to pull it out.
Something came up and I had to...
I blew a tire.
Right, there's always something, right?
Yep.
The car's always on the fritz.
But overall, good idea. I like it.
Yeah. So good luck with that. That's a really good one.
Encourage people to save. 100%.
All right, so far so good. 1 for 1.
I know.
1 for 1 today.
We're batting really well.
Let's see what we have here.